See? Good. 3:15, right on time. Let's go. You know, I'm afraid that we're going to see a dead bird along the way.
Oh, no.
Don't be frightened, dear. It happens to the best of us. Are we speaking of an entire bird here, Mole, or is this deceased creature in bits?
No, it's quite intact. You see, at lunch, I often order a cold bird. Well, this one is frozen stiff. And there it is. Yeah.
Oh, it's a swallow. And they sing so sweetly.
I'm afraid its way with the song didn't do much for it in the end.
Well, these singing birds are very impractical creatures. You know, one little whiff of cold and poof, cryogenics.
Oh, my.
Yes, don't think we're cruel, dear. It's just that it takes more than sweet songs to get by this life.
Come, Thumbelina, let's be on our way.
The sunlight's killing my eye.
That night, Thumbelina could not sleep. She was troubled by thoughts of the poor swallow. She gingerly rose from her bed and, taking a basket filled with cotton wool and flax seeds, tiptoed past the sleeping field mouse who dreamed contentedly of corn muffins and honey.
Hello, Swallow.
You must be Thumbelina.
Yes. I brought some cotton wool to keep you warm and some flax seeds for your strength.
You are very kind. I'd sing for my supper, but I'm afraid most of me is still frozen.
How did you get into this tunnel?
I don't know. I remember a chill in the wind and my family preparing to fly south for the winter. We all took off from the birch tree together. Then I caught my wing on a bramble. That's the last thing I remember.
Oh, my, you do have a nasty scratch. Here, let me clean it for you.
Just give me a few days. I'll be as good as new. Then I'll fly you away and we'll find your mother. It's the least I can do.
Kind of you to offer, but it snows outside almost every day and the ground is bare. I can't let you go out just to freeze up again.
Oh, you're probably right. I should stay put.
It won't be so bad. I'll take care of you. Mole and field mouse don't like singing birds very much, so they needn't know about us. What do you say?
How can I refuse?
The winter passed quickly for Thumbelina. Field Mouse was a loving guardian and kept her busy about the house.
Come away with me.
She cherished her hours with the swallow, telling stories and singing folk songs.
Away, away, come away.
And every Saturday she dutifully spent with Mr. Mole and ancient studies. Finally, spring arrived, and it was time for the swallow to fly away home.
Please come with me, Thumbelina.
You know how much I'd like to, but it wouldn't be right for me to leave the field mouse. I owe him my life, and he may have news of my mother soon.
As you wish. Remember, I'll be back this way in the fall if you change your mind.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I've been looking all over for you. Today is your lucky day.
You know where my mother is. You found a way to get me home?
No, dear. I'm afraid I failed to locate your mother. I've tried all winter and nothing has turned up, but I have news that will delight you just the same.
Oh, tell me.
This very morning, Mr. Mole asked for your hand in marriage, and I gave my consent.
But I can't marry Mr. Mole.
Well, of course you can. Just think of it. The richest rodent in these parts fancies you.
Well, I'm very honored. Mr. Mole is a sweet fellow and very generous and knowledgeable. But his name is Mortimer. Besides, don't you see? He hates the sunshine. And I can't get married without my mother's consent to anyone.
A technicality given the circumstances, Thumbelina. I took you in when you were starving. I gave you a warm burrow to call home. Now I do my best to secure your future, and this is the thanks I get.
Oh, don't think that I'm ungrateful, Fieldmouse. Please believe me. It's just that I'm always the bride and never the bridesmaid.
Enough! You will marry Mr. Mole, and that's that. I'm sure you will come to love him in time.
So Thumbelina resigned herself to marriage. The wedding was set for the fall, and 6 spinning spiders were hired by the wealthy mole to spin the cloth for Thumbelina's gown. Thumbelina's heart grew sadder with each passing day, but Mole and Field Mouse were as happy as kites. Every morning she would steal down the tunnel to catch a glimpse of sunshine and mark the passing of summer. She longed for her friend the swallow. She hadn't sung one song since he left. Finally, the last gold thread was sewn, and Thumbelina's wedding day arrived.
You don't know how ecstatic you make me feel, my love.
Now, no hanky-panky before the ceremony.
You know, the Justice the Patch will be here very soon. I'm sure you'll like him.
Yes, I'm sure.
Good of you to insist on a private wedding, Mole. Very discreet.
I'm definitely not a party animal, sir. There'll be no silly frivolity with me and my bride. Long, dark evenings together, spooning in the gloaming.
Mr. Mole.
No, please call.
Mortimer, would you mind if I went into the tunnel for a moment?
Whatever for?
Well, a wedding is a very important occasion for a girl and not a step to be taken lightly. I just wanted to meditate for a moment.
What?
A perfectly logical request, don't you agree?
It's natural, a little more.
Thank you.
But come back soon.
I will.
Don't forget,
No.
console your mole.
One day in spring, she heard him sing a song to her delight. And back again came then her friend to warm her summer night. Don't cry for me while I be gone, though it an eternity seems. While we be apart, I'll follow my heart and come to you, come to you, come to you in your dreams.
Swallow? Swallow?
Thumbelina, is that you?
Yes, it's me, right where you left me. Oh, come and get me. Take me away, please. Take me away.